What's up, gamers? We're back! Again! With Fake Run Order! Babylonia, to be specific. Because we're still here. And also because I didn't freaking lie, and we're actually doing this 1 week after I said we would. And you know what? It's a Friday. It's Fate Friday. That's what it is now. It's Fate Friday. I'm now declaring it as Fate Friday. So hopefully we can do many more Fate Fridays. Unless I'm doing something on Friday. Then we'll have to move it to like Fate Saturday or something like that. Even though only a week has passed, of course the banners, is the same. I thought the banners would be different. We have the new one. Perseus, right? Perseus? What's the guy's name? Theseus. Who's Perseus? Is that a guy who exists? I don't know. Oh, I see. So if you want just her, or both of them, or just him. What is this freaking giant thing in the background then? Different Greek heroes. Okay, so Perseus does exist. It's like, I'm pretty sure. I see. So all different combinations. If they want any of them. This is the fishing guy, right? I like the fishing guy. We like the fishing guy. He fish. That's all I know. He Chinese and he fish. Just doing this because we can. Percy's the Trojan that has it. Oh goodness gracious. Okay. Goodbye, goddess of the underworld. Goal for today. Get through section 14. Became a sexual meaning. No? What? Let's jump right into it? No. No. I've never heard that used sexually before. I think, as with all memes, it just died. You know, it just dies. And the next big thing comes up. And then that dies, and then, you know. That's just how it is. Okay. Seba. Casta. I think Arc Sebas. Yeah, you can't even, no one can say that in a sexy way. That's just, I can't even imagine it. It's just, no. Let's jump right in. No! That's not right. Okay, let's go. Let's see what's going on with Arash. Oh, the sad music. No, not the sad music. Back in Kutha. You certainly got there fast. Although, I suppose Ishtar slowed us down since we had to drag her the whole way. Ugh, if only Quetz wasn't around, I could have escaped. Give it up, Ishtar. You promised Vampy too, right? You say you're on their side, you stay on their side until they betray you or fall. Isn't that the dedication, the universal pride of all goddesses? Okay, I give up. I'll tag along on your trip to the underworld. But only Vampy, Mash, and I are going in. Quetz and Merlin, you stay here. Especially you, Quetz. You'd be a sitting duck down there. What? What language is that? What are you saying? Divinity works negatively in Kur. The weak stay as they are, but the strong are weakened. Death and its queen, Ereshkigal, rule supreme there. What do you think happens when a god dies in Kur? I see. They go wild, say things like, I do not accept death, and then they just head right back to the world above. There'd be no life or death anymore. Ancient Mexicana? That's crazy. Wow. Even gods must remain in the underworld once they die. So that's why there's a system that nullifies their powers. Fascinating. Even knowing what it's like in the underworld, Ishtar, you challenged it anyway. You're amazing. Mash, you're not saying that sarcastically. You're just a goofball. I can't possibly get mad at you. I went down to the underworld because I was arrogant. In the myths surrounding me, I was spoiled, praised, and knew no fear. So I laughed off the perils of the underworld and challenged it using the 7 authorities. I felt nothing was impossible for me after conquering Mount Ebith, but the result was a miserable defeat. Complete, total loss. I would have loved to have seen that, yes. Worst case scenario, please make sure at least Vampy and Mash return, yes. You do realize that's not what worst case scenario means, right? We'll either all return after defeating Erish, or we'll fail and everyone is trapped. It's only one or the other. That's why I'm having you two remain here. If it comes to that, then it's your turn. Figure out a way to strike a deal with Erish to get her to return Mash and Vampy to the living world. Alright, for the good of our mission, I shall remain behind. That said, you're a strange one, Ishtar. You're walking into a battle you don't think you can win. Do goddesses mature when they become independent from their fathers? Yikes. What? Say whatever you want. Anyway, where's Anna? You didn't bring her? No, she hadn't returned to the Chaldean embassy. We didn't have time to wait or look for her, so we left her behind. I see. Well, she'd be useless in the underworld anyway. So I suppose that works out regardless. Then, let's begin. Are you really okay with this, Vampy? Let's go to the underworld! Woohoo! Yippee! No time to hesitate, huh? Fine, I'll share your enthusiasm. Mash, take care of Vampy. Merlin, Quetz, stand back. Oh, what is she doing? Hi! Load the tide convergence rounds in Mana's bow cannons. Output the isosceles of 1/3 the lapis lazuli. Well, she's just saying things. She's literally just saying things. That's not real. Let's survive impact with Earth, survive the death of the Mayan people, survive the death of the Aztec people. Could have survived the incineration of humanity on her own. What? I don't even know. I don't know. When you say things like that, I don't know if it's real or if it's not real. I can't tell. You know what's not real is this, what she's saying. Gates of Kur, shatter. Let the light of On shine through this skyless key. In other words, I'll blow a giant hole in the ground. Right to Kur? Okay. Alright, success! This is the underworld, Vampy. Ow, are you alright, Master? I managed to guard you with my shield, I think. Ishtar, why do you have to be so Ishtar? That's messed up. But it's funny. I can teleport too, but if I teleport into the underworld, it'll be scary afterwards. My powers are sealed the instant we arrive, I'll just fall and die. It's better if we don't have to teleport. You can get to the underworld by digging through the ground after all. Huh? What did you just say? Good, I got through. You said you were going to the underworld, so I was worried I might not be able to observe you. Guess I was wrong. I mean, you're really just underground. The real deal Age of Gods is amazing. The underworld is physically linked to the real world. So it's true? It wasn't like some area in another dimension? Of course, in the Age of Gods, the heavens, the earth, and the underworld are all situated on the same layer of scroll. The afterlife and the world of the skies become metaphysical only after the end of the Age of Gods. Then, this really is the underworld. Yes, truly a surprise. Wait, was wrong voice. Yes, truly a surprise. The underground cavern is unthinkable by our understanding of geology. Oh, Senpai, what are those? Those long, narrow things scattered around? They look like bird cages. They look like, almost, the coffins that are in Persona 3. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. There are lights floating around inside them. Too many to count. Open them! It sounds like there's nothing good inside of there, so I don't think we should open them. Suppose you don't go near them. Those lights are the souls of the dead, of humans who have died on the surface. Could those cages be? Right, why are we here in the first place? We're here to rescue... Oh! Right, we're here to rescue Gil. Because he died. Where's Gil? Yep, Ereshkigal's soul cages. Souls trapped in there can never return to the world of living. Oh, okay. When the physical body dies, the soul starts to fade and then disappears. But Ereshkigal doesn't let that happen. She cages up the souls of the humans she likes, keeps them at her side to enjoy for tens of thousands of years. Bare souls like that, humans without a body, feel cold. Very cold. So they start to freeze, beginning with their limbs, till they eventually become living ice. One would rather fade away than feel that pain. But these trapped souls can't even do that. They have no freedom. Until Ereshkigal bores of them, they have to stay there like that, writhing in torment. Then the souls that wither to death on Earth are here too? Most likely. There are more soul cages here than before. Probably thanks to the work of the Three Goddess Alliance. I wonder if she's trying to make a kingdom of the dead. She was never cruel like this in the past. Where is Eresh? Over there, on the other side of the narrow cliff path. Ereshkigal's palace is beyond the 7 gates. She can't step 1 foot outside that place. So she's trapped inside too? Ereshkigal a goddess? Who knows? They say it's what the gods decided, but it's none of my business. Anyway, this is where Vampy and Mash come in. We'll start by going through the first gate over there. Doing so will help you understand the rules of the underworld. So she says, Senpai. Well, we should, to start, we should get closer to it. Dun 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 dun. Answer me! Answer me! Oh god. Are they gonna be riddles? You who live, you have fallen into the underworld. Tell me how your soul should be. Vampy, you'll get a binary sort of question. The underworld gates are fair and logical, and their job is to test whether a soul is good or evil. Good and evil are equal in value. Only the values of that human, the chooser, change. So there's no right answer. No matter which you choose, you'll have to deal with that annoying trial. Just pick whatever answer seems easier. Now, sinful Vampy. Sinful! Okay. Huh? She got called by name? Yeah, how do they know me? And why am I sinful? Standards of beauty seem diverse, but are absolute. Black wins over white, the earth wins over the heavens. Then, Ereshkigal or Ishtar, which... I didn't know that. Wow. Wow. I just happened to name the Twitch stream this. I didn't know this would happen. Oh, Ereshkigal or Ishtar, which is more beautiful? Well, I need to see them side by side. Hold on a sec. That's different from before. Alright, a question with not a scrap of logic. Which is it, Vampy? I need to choose. Well... We're talking about beautiful, or we're talking about, like... Because I think Eresh has more regality to her. So I think she's prettier. But I like Ishtar more. They look the same, just hair color's different. No, they got different styles, attitudes. It changes them. Personality changes your appearance, you know? No! Personality changes your appearance so much, and people don't realize that. Because, like, I like brunettes more, but I think Eresh is prettier because of her outfit. Like, she looks a lot prettier with that. The game doesn't care about that. Well, I care about that, and it didn't ask about that. It just said a blanket question, and this is what I'm going with, because this is my logic. Erish. So are we... betrayed at the very first gate? Oh, I get it. That's not it. This is a battle of wits. Isn't that right? As long as you compliment Erish, the enemy will weaken. That's what this means, right? Awkward, but very well. What? Huh? Awkward. That wasn't awkward. That wasn't awkward. It was fine. Everything's fine. Okay. I'm assuming the battles won't be too crazy. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I got all the sabers. Okay. Because I have to wait one turn to get some casters. Whenever we get into Fate lore, it always confuses me. So I can never tell if it's real life or not. So not even real as in a real Fate fact, real as in, like, actually happened. You know? There's people with mythology. People, like, you can think that something happened when it didn't, or if it was a real story, or it wasn't, you know? You know what I mean? It's so confusing. Like, the farther you go back in history, the less reliable things are. And things get just wild about the things that supposedly have happened. You know? So, if Quetz, like lived through all that, I could see that actually happening in real life. My disconnection with reality is so strong. I'd be like, yeah, that could have happened. That could have happened. Okay, I'm assuming the last boss is Archer or whatever. Erish didn't have a character model yet. Oh. That's fine. That's fine. A lot of stuff was really like that back then, you know? They did their best with what they had. Okay. And... oh wait, we have a buster. Let's go! Aww. Aww. 96. Okay. Was Kuko got Mayan culture, then became Quetz for Aztecs. Gotcha. Okay. Now I get it. It's just so crazy though. Everything is so crazy all the time. When it comes to anything and everything. So sometimes I just like to kick back, play me some Fate, and not think. They talk to me about all this lore stuff, and I'm like, heck yeah, whatever you said, whatever you said, game. There's a royalty. Doesn't look very royal. It's a skeleton with a spear and a little baby yaw cape. That's nothing. You are nothing. Crush you beneath my feet. Literally, incineration is what you're currently dealing with in FGO Part 1. That's true. I know that much. I know that much. Yeah. I think I get the Fate plot of this and the Lost Belts. I think I get it. Because they repeat a lot of information through the plot, which is actually very, very helpful. So, I like that. But, if you want to talk about, like, Fate Zero or, like, Fate Stay Night, Unlimited Blade Works, kind of no idea what's going on there. Even though I watched them all. Lost Belts are cool. Probably because that was the first time I read any of the plot, so I went into Lost Belt 1 and I was like, ugh, fine, I'll read. And I read it and I was like, whoa. My whole world got opened. It was crazy. I read Lost Belts 1, 2, and 3. That's it. But still, I was like, whoa. Or we rush it, yeah. Yeah. 2 and 3 were good. I don't think they were nearly as good as 1. I think the Scandinavian one kind of sucked. Yeah, Cyberpunk China, yeah. The China one and the Russia one were very good. I like those two. But I was like, I'm not reading anymore. I'm not reading anymore. It takes too long. I got stuff to do. I don't have time to sit down and read. Complete quests. Yippee! Woohoo! Yippee! Alright. Not if people like the Scandinavian Lost Belt. Unless they simp for Scotty. Well, I'm glad I'm not alone, then. Usually I am alone with my opinions, apparently. Apparently I have bad opinions. Wah, wah. Wait, hold on a second. There's 7 gates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow. It really is 7, huh? Okay. Nice. At least they weren't wrong, huh? Okay. Yippee, I did it, yippee. Enemy forces have been defeated. Looks like we can move on, senpai. Ugh, what a terrifying question that was. Wow, what a deep and insightful question that was. Deep and insightful. It sounded like pure evil to me. I hope it's not going to be like this the whole time. Well, maybe it was just a one-off thing. Ishtar and Ereshkigal are the goddesses of the heavens and the earth. That makes them good benchmarks for comparison. I hope so. Now then, we just need to pass through the gate itself. Yes, it doesn't seem like there's any kind of trap either. See, I went through it. Nothing's happening, Ishtar. Seems so. That's a relief. Thanks, Mash. Alright, let's get moving. I go through and it just vaporizes me on impact. That would suck. Very cool background, though. Very cool background. Ugh. Ishtar, what happened? Something wrong? Ow, something shocked me. But I'm fine. I just got the chills when I passed through the gate. I don't see anything. Anything. Hey, do you feel something weird? Oh god, what's happening with her? Did you lose weight? Did you just shrink? What? Is Erish gonna steal her body? What happened? Right? I've obviously shrunk, haven't I? Oh, I see. But they had Eresh's, like, figure. Does she not show up as that because she's not possessing her body right now? But she only needs a body for being on the surface. Why does she look like a skeleton? Indeed you have. Do you finally see what a fool you are, Ishtar? Your last descent into the underworld ended in failure. So as long as that myth exists, you cannot escape the curse of the underworld. They had art, but no combat model. Ah, okay. The crown symbolizing the wilderness, the reed measuring rod, the lapis lazuli choker, the bead necklace, the gold armlet, the gorgeous brooch. And last, the garment of ladyship. Once I robbed you of these 7 treasures. I once robbed you of these 7 treasures. The rule remains unchanged even now. If you don't have an authority that corresponds to them, you yourself will have to pay the price. Don't you see? You'll become smaller every time you pass through a gate. You'll be robbed of your divinity 1/7 at a time. By the 2nd gate, you will be a low-ranked divine spirit. By the 4th gate, you will be even weaker than a Galoo. By the end, you'll be a powerless bug. A sad little butterfly that'll be crushed within my hands. How nasty! How mean! You've gotten even worse than before, Arash. That's not true. I've given you some mercy, at least. Normally, you and that human would have been dropped into the pits of the underworld the moment you brought the living here. However, if you take on the trials of the Seven Gates, your fate will be decided by the laws of the underworld. Vampy, you've come to defeat me. Overcome those trials. If you safely pass through those 7 gates, then I, the ruler of the underworld, shall welcome you here as visitors. Easy. We're in trouble now. Ishtar cannot go on like this. No, I'm moving forward. I expected something like this. Told you I wouldn't be much use fighting in the underworld, remember? This doesn't really change anything. You, me, and Gilgamesh too. The moment we reached the underworld, there was nowhere to run. Before we get used to the cold of the underworld, we need to defeat Arash and escape. Otherwise, Uduk will perish. Which means you have no choice. So prepare yourself, Vampy. You're right. Arash is also one of the 3 Goddess Alliance. We're going to have to fight her anyway. Defeating her here would be for the best, really. Move forward, Vampy. Looks like we don't have much time. You're a newcomer. That's hell you walk into. I know, right? I'm new here. What's going on here? My fellow Hellions? Oh, well, it's Cur, so Curians. Wait. Those are real. Those are real people. Whoa, that's crazy. The underworld is part of your present world. But just being here drains your vitality and the strength of your destiny. Strength of your destiny is, let's see. Think of it as the intrinsic luck necessary to facilitate the continuation of life. No matter the life form, we are constantly using this type of luck to avoid mortal danger. This significantly drops in a person that will get into a nasty accident, like getting hit by a car while on a walk. Luck? Intrinsic luck. So luck is real. The underworld's filled with death, so there's no need for it. It's a world that doesn't need any luck. That's right. That's why if you stay here too long, you won't live long enough, even if you get back to the surface. Now do you understand how this place works? Then let's hurry up and get to the 2nd gate already. Okay. Answer me, answer me. Although money and riches continue to flow, only one is worthy to own all. Only one can manage the wealth of the world. In other words, which goddess is worthy of this wealth? Arash or Ishtar? Alright, we're lucky it's another easy question. You don't even have to think about it, Vampy. Yikes! Do I think Arash deserves money? I don't know. Ishtar, I don't think you deserve the money. Because she's greedy enough as is. If she acquires the wealth of the world, what would happen? Would she continue to be greedy? Or would she finally be satisfied? Would she be done? So I think greedy people will always be greedy even when they have everything. You know, I guess that's a negative way to view it, but, you know, because you're usually missing something else because you're greedy. But, I have to say, I don't even know Arash, but I just know Ishtar, and she's freaking greedy. I'm sorry, Ishtar, it's just, you don't. Sorry. Right, let's give the job to Arash on purpose and let her go bankrupt, right? We're gonna make her show how terrible she is at it to demonstrate the difference between us. That's the plan, right? Safe, you may pass. There's no wrong answer though, right? Also, I thought there was a battle. Have we done the battle yet? I don't think we have. Okay, that's what I thought. What I freaking thought. Oh heck, did I bring all sabers? Oh, okay. This is fine. This is fine. I just got distracted. This is fine. Start operation. We can do it. It'll take a while, but we can get there. Yeah, it's gonna take a while. No! Not my yet. No! Not until very, very late. Answers are personal views mostly. Okay, that's what I thought. Cause that's what they said, but I was like, are you sure? Sasuga? No way. Oh, my boys are so weak still. I need to level up their skills, I think. So I think they're all still 1. If I recall correctly. Okay. Level 3? That's not terrible. Just not great. Okay. Kill, please? Kill, Kudasai? Dang. Oh, there we go. We're good. Like, she's an early servant too, isn't she? So she's not fully prepped, you know? Could have done all Buster, but... Oh, I love that bonk noise. That's so good. The bonk noise is really good. Alright, stunned, doesn't matter. Just keep going, everything's fine. Keep getting them crits. Sasuga! Come on. Good, perfect. Good, perfect, amazing. Okay. Money of Heart. Interesting. These are the things that we need to kill to, Ooh! Significant damage to a single enemy. Let's freaking go. Alright. Perfect! I'm just gonna go all in on her. Up until very late, all servants can do well. Yeah, I know it's true, but I know it's also not true. Compared, like some servants, you know, they don't do good. You know? Like, if you make them level 120, 10, 10, 10, then they're good. But until that point, I feel like there's a big gap. Easy. Easy. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. Oh? Thank you, Fo. Oh, does it? He gets me loading. He gets my loading good. What the? That sounds really odd, the way I said that. He decides if I load fast or slow. That still really sounds... I'm just gonna stop. Anyway, let's do Bazaka. Strong. Bazaka. Should I just do this? I never know which battles have high bond or not. So if this has high bond, might as well, right? But might as well. Scary. Just in time for Halloween. I got cursed again. I guess it's useless even if I block it with magical energy at max power. At this rate, not only will I be unable to fight, but Erish will crush me like a bug. Are you sure? It doesn't look like your bow's destructive powers declined at all. You may be shrinking, but you're still helping in our battles. Sorry, I've about reached my limit though. Soon I'm going to run out of energy, so I'll leave the fighting to you two. This isn't good. We're only at the second gate. How far can we go without Ishtar? Mash and I? We got this. We'll take care of it. I gave up on Fate 3 years ago. Now all I remember is the story. That's so wild. I mean, that's good. You gave up an addiction. That's very good. But I feel like the opposite would happen to me. I'd give up Fate and I'd forget the story, but I'd remember the characters. You know? I'd remember, like, all the mechanisms of, like, fighting and stuff. Oh, heck, I didn't even read that. Oh, frick. Yes, of course, I shall do my best and I won't let you down, senpai. Yeah. There are gates ahead. The enemies of the trials are definitely growing stronger. Hope we can get through this one as well. Choosing answers that favor Arash is clearly making the battles easier. Oh. I didn't know that. But no, I don't care. No matter how tough it is, there are some things that a woman just can't give up, Mash. Looking at these other goddesses, I know I'm better. Better than all of them. But I just can't lose to this one woman. It's a battle with a hopelessly irritating rival. Well, it's an enemy that's a mirror image of yourself. Literally the worst, eh? Didn't know you had that much spirit in you. You've definitely got a big mouth, you little brat. Is that Arash? Wait, are you literally turning into a little brat? Little brat? Wow, now that's amusing. You must be worried descending through the underworld like this. Vampy, little brat, you're finally at a loss. Ooh. What? There's someone behind those rocks. Master, allow me to attack. Okay, beat the crap out of them. That laugh? Wait! Oh! He's alive! Yippee, yippee! I see. I see it, I see it. Only he would Good work coming to retrieve me. You must be scared of the chilling cold of the underworld, you fools. Do you need someone experienced like me to guide you through here? You're King Gilgamesh! Yay! What are you doing here? We thought Arash captured you. The underworld is like my backyard. I know how things work down here. I've been here numerous times. Numerous times? I did accidentally die, but before the Galoo spirits came, I hid in the shadows. There, I held my breath and meditated, and then, Presence Concealment EX. After I got away from them, I was sitting here contemplating what to do, when you lot came. That's all. Super lively for a dead guy. You're the same as usual! Super lively. You too, Vampy. Knowing how reckless you are, I knew you would come down to the underworld. It was a good thing he wasn't captured by Arash, but it ticks me off to see this guy so perky down here. If you had been cursed like me, that would have been at least been interesting. Fool. The curse of the underworld is only for the living. I'm dead, so I needn't worry about any of that. Yeah, he's dead. However, that also means I am subject to Arash's laws as well. Even if I wanted to return to Uruk, I wouldn't be able to leave the underworld without her permission. And I don't think she'd let me leave this world so easily either. So, you know what you have to do, right, Vampy? I, the king, command you to pass through the gates of the underworld and punish that wretched Arash for me. Well, yeah, that's why Bambi came here in the first place. The order of things flip-flopped, but you're going to help us defeat Arash too, right, Gilgamesh? Leave it to me. I will show you the difference between that itty-bitty brat there and me, the king. By the way, why did you shrink? Have you finally decided that your insignificance should be reflected in your appearance? Oh my god. I've been telling you, it's Resh's curse. Jeez. I knew I shouldn't have come to save you. Ha 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 ha. This fool. Ha ha. You come to save me. Am I dreaming? Did I somehow die again while I was down here and start hallucinating? Yeah, if that was the case, we could have just left you here. Why don't you just drown in your own stupidity, Goldie? You're quite the swimmer, aren't you? You were so absorbed in swimming that a serpent stole your precious herb of immortality. Ugh, what a foul way of pointing out my traumatic past. What? So this really isn't hallucination. This is the real Ishtar. But that doesn't make sense. This isn't a dream. What is this slightly less irritating Ishtar doing here? Are you saying something came over you? Or are you trying to be sweet to win over Vampy? Ugh, stop. Just stop talking, Goldie. I don't know what you're talking about trying to win Vampy over. Please, you two. Let's leave the Uruk opera behind and head to the third gate. See you over there. All the drama. Answer me. Answer my question, please. Please answer my question. How sad. It's been shouting all this time. But after being completely ignored, it lost its confidence. Oh yes, that's right. You have my permission to speak, Third Gate. What do you ask? Who's more worthy of your trust and respect? Who's more worthy of victory? Who's a more suitable ally? Ooh. Ooh. You know it's gotta be Gil, right? This really sucks though that Ishtar is not chosen for any of these things. But it's true. Who is more worthy of your trust and respect? Who is more worthy of victory? That's gotta be Gil. Yeah, and I think I did look up that the battles are easier if you don't choose Ishtar for anything. Or is it the opposite? I don't know. And now we have a bunch of berserkers, so we don't even have to worry about anything. I wanted the tea lady, but I didn't get her. I didn't have quartz to spare. Nanto. Is it just me or it sounds like the quality between the voices are different? Like it always sounds like Wavers is more far away or something. Is it one? It's all. Let's freaking go. Oh, that's perfect. She's crazy. She's cracked. I should have been using Berserkers a long time ago. For the multi-class battles. Whoa. That's so cool though. It's so cool. Almost. Really close. Okay. Don't. This should kill them all. Alright. Dragon? Good dragon. Okay. Good thing we have her NP up already. We don't have to worry about anything because we already have her NP up. What else can I do? I can do so much. Okay. I'll be a little sad if this doesn't kill, but you know, it'll be fine either way. So. Kurokeki. 38. Well, what should have I expected? Because it is an AoE. Ah, frick. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. It's fine. Ah, okay. Let's try this. It's a single target. At least we have that for this. A little better. Like 10k more. No! Read those skills. No! I don't need to read the skills. What do you mean? I know what the skills do. I know what skills do. I only read them if I don't know what they do. Like I'll do this. You know. Man. Yeah, I don't think I need anything else. Nah, we do. Oh, it's so cute. It's so cute. Why did I do that? He's gonna die next time anyway. Okay. I guess we'll go... should we go all Buster? So we can go all Buster. And there's crit here. But it's so low, that doesn't freaking matter. Yeah. We'll just go. Brave Jane. Oh, she's so cute. Unbelievable. Cute overdose. What is that they used to say? Oh my gosh, she's giving me diabetes. Ha 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 ha. Hee 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 hee. Okay. So many things completed as well. Do I get anything good though? The dailies. And limited time. I always complete crazy, random, unlimited time things. Okay. You got nothing. Nothing. Question mark. Does that mean we're fighting Arash? Possibly. Possibly. I've been single target. I think all these are AoE. Aren't they? Ah, whatever. I'll just get somebody different. Yeah. I get the Mortigan. This should be fine. Wahahaha, that was laughable. The ruler of the mountainous land of Arata is no match for Uruk. Try and come at me again. Huh? Gilgamesh is in a really good mood. Never thought I'd see him smile like that. You're in a good mood, your majesty. What's Arata? Ratata? The Pokemon. I believe he's referring to the Lord of Arata, the rival of Enmerkar, the first king of Uruk. King Enmerkar came 2 generations before King Gilgamesh. He was also tricked by Inanna. Ishtar cajoled him into attacking the land of Arata for its abundant ore. Oh, is that what happened? I'm sorry, but I don't remember any of it. Haha, of course you don't. Of course you don't. And shrunken again. Father would be so sad if he saw me like this. Wahahaha, so small, so small. Hey, Vampy, Dr. Roman. Do you have something to remember this moment? Like that clicking thing. Oh, a camera. Hello, babe. I just wanted to say I'm a big fan of Ishtar feet. Well, that's very good to know. Thank you for that delightful information. We already passed that question like 30 minutes ago, okay? The question for the first gate was, which one has better feet? Ishtar or Aresh? And I chose Aresh. So, you know, we have differing opinions here. Thank you for the hydrate. Ah, that's good. Ah, okay. You should weep for me. Ugh. What the hell are you doing, fool? That was some force. If Mash hadn't covered me, I would have fallen into the abyss. It was like a huge cat came at him with all the force of a freight train. That'd push you over. Your Majesty, what's the abyss? Is there something lower than the underworld? What's the abyss? Ah, the abyss, yes. In Mesopotamia, there are heavens and the earth. The underworld underneath the earth, and beneath that, the abyss. The abyss is a sea of nothingness. The gods Abzu and Tiamat came from that dark sea and created Mesopotamia. You could call it the primordial sea that existed before life itself. Now that Enki, the god who managed the abyss, has disappeared, there would be no returning if you fell into it. That's where King Gilgamesh sought the mystic herb of immortality, right? Now that you mention it, I heard that Enkidu also had some dealings here in the underworld, didn't they? Oh, they them representation. Let's go. If I remember correctly, King Gilgamesh ordered Enkidu to go to the underworld. Then Enkidu told him all about it when they returned. Don't mention Enkidu to Gilgamesh. He'll get upset. That smell says the king is trying to ignore something he doesn't want to remember. You're pretty knowledgeable, Mash, but the truth is actually much worse than that. Goldie over there was really into his new innovation, a musical instrument, that he had a party for 3 days and 3 nights. Aresh Kegel, should I say her her real name, her real full name? Or should I just say Aresh, because Aresh is a lot easier and shorter. Aresh Kegel was fed up with all the noise, so she opened the gate to the underworld, just a little. The king was pretty drunk, so he accidentally dropped his instrument into the hole. He was furious. You should have seen the tantrum he threw. Enkidu couldn't just watch the king rage, so they went down to the underworld alone. And so Enkidu went and took a look at the underworld, showed their gratitude to Aresh, and returned to the surface. Ugh, this all happened because you kept asking for help. Something like, there's a snake in the hulupu tree. Help me, wah! If I hadn't cut down that tree, I never would have made the instrument. Hold on a second. Showed gratitude to Aresh Kegel? So Enkidu has some relationship with Aresh? What? Please stop calling her Kegel. Kegel? Kegel. Kegel. Kegel? I don't know. Kegel. Aresh Kegel. Yeah? Aresh Kegel? But there's an I. There's an I there. Aresh Kegel. Right? Yes, Enkidu hated Ishtar, but was respectful to Aresh. Aresh was the one who took in Enkidu's remains. We wouldn't leave the remains of a weapon of the gods on the surface. The thought was that they could rest in peace if they were entombed in the underworld, but I knew there was time before you lot appeared, so I visited Enkidu's grave. However, their remains had disappeared. Ah, so the young man that called himself Kingu is really Enkidu? A rebooted Enkidu, is that it? But Enkidu's soul was destroyed by the gods. I can understand if it was as a servant, but Enkidu couldn't have been revived as a living being in this era. It's just as you say, Ishtar. That Enkidu isn't Enkidu. Even though Enkidu was buried, There were things that still resided in the body. That is now what we see. Buried, but something left in the body? Is that possible? But if that's the case... Calls himself Kingu, right? Then just think of him as that. Anyway, you can see the 4th gate now. Let's have fun with the next question we get. I've been having fun with all these questions. Whoa. Hold on, I'm moving my camera just a little bit. I moved up. Whoa, let me move myself back down. Whoa. Okay. Lady part exercises. What? What language is that? 'Cause that's not English. I've never heard of that before. What? But, you know, there are some names that sound like, you know, some names that sound like bad things, but there is just a name. Who's the most beautiful goddess of light? Me! Me, right? Right? The answer is me. I'm the goddess of darkness. Goddess of the night. Goddess of insanity, etc., etc. Right?
Huh?
Right? Huh? That was the meanest thing you could have done. No, not huh? No. How cruel. You set me up and then slammed me to the ground. You put the banana right in front of me and I freaking slipped on it. I stood on it intentionally and fell onto spines. Just want to drop and say hi, blessed be any rolls. Thank you, thank you. I don't think we're gonna be rolling today, but thank you. I will take this luck and transfer it to next time, you know? Luck be with you as well, Heavens feel. Let the rolls be with you. What is it? Let the, they're not wishes, they're not rolls. Let the summons be with you, there you go. Answer me, answer me. There is no reward in faith. Prayers are merely offerings. People do not hope for blessing from the gods. They simply offer their prayers and labors. They are slaves for life. In which case, answer. The fastidious goddess that has the right to accept such precious labor would be... What? Fastidi? I can't really get a read. I guess it's Ishtar? What? Slaves for life. Okay, not Aresh actually for this one. This one, not Aresh. But I should do Aresh just so I could get the easy one. You know? Named after Dr. Arnold Kegel. What? You know, there's a very prominent psychologist, and her last name is something very promiscuous. But that's just her name. I'm going Ishtar for this one. We love Aresh, but not this one. Oh, okay. So I answered wrong. Dr. PhD cock. Sometimes it really be like that. Sometimes people names be like that, you know? Who is us to judge, right? Despair, you are blind. Apparently I'm blind. Dr. Dick Pound. That's a really good, that's a good one. That's a good one. An actual person's name. Yeah, oh my god. Oh, there was a real person's name that I saw the other day online that they were talking about how they got made fun of in school because of their name. I think his name was literally Bend Over. It was something like that. Like that was his real name. And I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Bent Over. Like I've seen the fake name. I've never seen that as a real person's name. Also, I really messed up by not saving him. But yeah, it's crazy. Some people be just naming people things and not thinking about the consequences, you know? Talk Dr. Richard Haver. Oh my god. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm trying to think of other ones, but I'm like blanking on it right now. I don't have to protect my Morgan, right? She'll live. She'll live. She'll just live. It's fine. Okay. Morgan, go. Morgan, attack! Go! This will work. She will do so much damage. Beg for forgiveness at my feet. Beg for my feet at my forgiveness. Haha. Foot joke. We've gone from keen joke to foot joke. What else is there? You joke, but she's literally into that. Of course she would be. Look at her. Just look at her. You know she is. I joke, knowing full well what she is truly like. Okay, and now then this for protective measure. Alright, I think we're safe. Go. Go. Wait. Go. Go. Sure. Yeah. I could have done a regular chain, but I didn't. You know, I'm so glad I can freaking play video games. I've been so stressed for freaking school lately. I'm gonna pop off. Oh my god. Classes are crazy. So much information. So difficult to remember. They expect me to know all these freaking things. But I did this to myself. I got myself into this freaking school, so now I gotta live with my decision. I'm just complaining. Let me complain. Wah. I can't complain anymore, huh? Well, I can do whatever I want because it's my stream. But fine, I won't complain anymore. Maybe just a little bit. Maybe just a small bit. Okay, so we're 3 out of 7. This is 3. No, this is 4. Right? Or is this 3? This is 4. I think it's 4. So we should be over half. Vriska! Right? Is that her name? Something like that. Whenever I see her name, I just think Vriska, but purple. Okay. Yeah, we are 4 in. We only got 3 left. Oh my goodness. We're actually gonna do it. Yippee. At this rate, we only need... Wait, hold on. Section 14. We only need 8 more streams. And then we'll finish Babylonia. That's if all sections are as big as this one is. Which I kind of doubt it, but who knows, really. Vriska, what's your real name? Vritra. That's literally so close. That's actually so close. Can we just call her Vriska? Sorry, but I think that's enough. When did this turn into whose goddess is it anyway? What? That's a crazy reference. But okay. This is serious. Doctor, is there a problem with that? As Ishtar said, they're all very important questions. This is really teaching me a lot. It shouldn't be, Mash. It really shouldn't be. What did you say? No, Mash is becoming a bad girl. Ishtar's lifestyle is a bad influence on her.
What's that supposed to mean? Arash Kegel is the one asking weird questions. It's not my fault.
She's small now, so she has to talk small. I'm not sure about that. Arash Kegel's problems are your problems. If the roles were reversed, I think you would have prepared the same questions.
That's not true. I would have been more clever and circumspect about asking stuff like this.
So you wouldn't really ask anything different. That's Ishtar for you. Oh, how silly, how cute, how baby. Arash Kagol. Arash Kagol? Arash Kagol. Arash Kagol. I'm looking this up. Pronunciation is one of those things that never has to be right. It's just one of those things that never has to be right, because there's 100 gajillion ways to say something. Based on accent, based on so many things. So I'm gonna look up if the way I say it is a way to say it. Maybe not the way, but a way.
The gate shocked me again. I think I'm getting used to this, which is kind of scary.
Fantastic. It was funny to start, now it's becoming a problem. Can't keep losing strength, even if it's Ishtar's. If things keep going like this, fighting Arash will be difficult. Just what level of divinity is Arash? Is she the same rank as you, Ishtar? No, she's not quite on Ishtar's level. She's an old goddess like Ishtar, but in terms of raw power, she's not as impressive. Ishtar was a daughter of the heavens, so she got everything she wanted. The gods spoiled her and tended to her every beck and call. Also, Ishtar got Enki, the god of the abyss, drunk and robbed him blind. That was pretty bad. It was the greatest heist in the history of the gods. It was also pretty funny, even to the gods. Enki got completely smashed and gave up all of his divinity to Ishtar. When he woke up, he had nothing left. Ishtar had already loaded all of his wealth into mana, and was on her way back to the surface. That's actually crazy. Enki went into a panic and had his slaves chase after her, but the boat of heaven was far too fast. Enki was in tears. He wrung his hands and screamed, warning that the stupid bratty girl was going to run the heavens and the earth, and begged for help. The gods and humans that were watching screamed out, "Take a look at that driving technique. Who would have thought the boat of heaven could be used for drift racing?" Oh my god. No one can catch up to that. Surely her driving mastery will go down in legend as the drunk and the divine underworld drift. No one in Uruk could ever be faster. Hate to admit it, but even I thought so too. Ishtar had been hiding her true colors up until then.
Oh, whatever do you mean? The boat of heaven's automatic transmission was broken that day, so I just switched to manual gear. And I always carried nitro in my boat just in case I needed it. Always.
Really? Nitro? What do you think, Vampy? This is the patron deity of Uruk? Now do you understand how I feel? And that is why she also has a rider form. Now it makes sense. Now I get it. Now I get it. Starting to think that the curse is a divine punishment. Ishtar is such a free spirit. Yeah, you're a free spirit. You could be a free spirit. In the end, the boat of heaven had engine trouble and stalled just before the harbor in Uruk. Tragedy was averted in the nick of time. As you can see, this is the story of Ishtar, a goddess who coveted everything she saw. On the other hand, Arash did not desire anything. When the underworld was created, she was sent to become its ruler and foundation. Someone had to maintain the underworld, and Arash was unlucky enough to have that responsibility thrust onto her. Arash had only just been born when she was cast into the underworld and became the mistress of the depths of the earth. She managed the spirits of the dead for tens of thousands of years without being able to spend a moment on the surface or in the heavens. That's so sad. I wouldn't have thought to feel bad for her before, but I do now. It's not just that she couldn't leave. The worst part is that she couldn't see new worlds or meet new people. In exchange, Uresh became invincible in the underworld. Even the gods cannot go against her laws in the underworld. Just ask that tiny girl over there. But outside the underworld, her special privilege disappears. She's about as mid-level in terms of divinity, I'd say. He called her mid. Also, she's up against someone who's alive, and she has to kill them first, or the laws of the underworld won't go into effect. So the only ones that aren't affected by Uresh's laws are Vampy and Mash. I see, so that's why you were waiting for Vampy. Someone who's alive and could put up a fight, basically. My only concern was that Vampy might get killed by the Galoo spirits the moment she entered the underworld. But it seems that Ishtar prevented that. She dropped to the underworld with you and protected you when you were most vulnerable. Did you get a bit less dumb? Maybe your negative qualities like debauchery and stinginess canceled each other out and made a positive?
Who's calling... Who you calling... Who are you calling debauched? As if. You don't know me, Goldie, so stop talking. And I'm not stingy, I'm financially responsible.
No, you're not. Debauchery. Is it debauchery? Debauchery! Can I just say it with a T sound instead? Debauchery.
I have a reason for collecting jewels. Don't believe everything Goldie says, Vampy.
I will think about this. Answer me. Resistance is the practice of curtailing waste. Living is the practice of cultivating waste. Is it the duty of the wise to eat finely, to scheme, and to find happiness? However, listen, a limited intake of nourishment invites excess flab. If you were to live your life, that would be... fat meat and Ishtar! That's crazy! Uresh Kegel is good for the liver. Huh? Uresh Kegel is good for the liver. So she's not alcohol. I get fat meat and Ishtar as in fat meat and alcohol. Because Ishtar. And Uresh is the opposite of Ishtar. And Uresh is good for the liver, so Uresh has to be water? I don't know. I'm trying to figure out this puzzle here. I would pick Ishtar, but I'm gonna pick Uresh so I can get the easier battle. And that's called Strat. Yes, home cooking is good for the liver. That's the secret to longevity and better sleep. White rice and barley rice should be at a 1:6 ratio. There's no problem with eating meat, but chicken tenders are recommended daily. Chicken tenders are recommended daily? Where did she get this information? Plus, there are certain vegetables that have a bunch of antioxidants which prevent aging. Make sure you eat a balanced meal. Thanks, Smash. I will do this.
Really? I'm going to eat so many red peppers now.
Good, truly God tier. God tier. And I just mentioned Vriska earlier. Now we got 2 Homestuck references. That's crazy. Like grilled and unbreaded chicken tendies. Ah. I guess to me, chicken tendies can only be unbreaded. Can only be breaded. Without it, it doesn't feel like chicken tendies anymore. Literally are recommended. That's true. If it's grilled and unbreaded. But who would ever think... Who would ever think that when they hear chicken tenders? When you hear chicken tendies, you think McDonald's kids meal chicken tenders. You know? It's healthy meat. That's true. That's true. It do be healthy. Does that make it yummy? No. But I guess sometimes. I've had like healthy food ever since I got to Norway, and I miss eating not healthy. I miss it. Give me back my junk. I want my junk. Should I? I'm not gonna do NP here. I'll save it. Oh, let's freaking go. Let me hydrate. Thank you. Ah. Make it yummy with sauce. Yeah, it's crazy. I've had to actually discover that. That you can put sauce on things to make it good. It's crazy. I'm discovering like what pepper is and stuff. I put it on and I'm like, whoa, it tastes weird now. It's crazy. I think before it was all just done automatically. Pre-sauced, pre-spiced, you know? You had the good sriracha. I don't think so. Sriracha's spicy though, isn't it? So I don't think I have. I don't know what the difference is. What do you think they have in Norway? They barely have like Japanese stuff. Sriracha is sweet. Oh, epic. I will try that then. I guess I hear sriracha and I think spicy, and I don't know why. Is it known for being sweet or known for being spicy? Spicy as black pepper. Oh, so it is spicy, but also sweet. Okay, so I'll probably like it then. I was thinking about getting, dang it. I'm so dumb. I didn't save her. I could have, and I didn't. So I'm dumb. And I wasn't paying attention. Wah, I wasn't paying attention. Okay. I don't think this is gonna go very well. Oh, JK, this is gonna go great. People act like it's spicy as jalapenos because white people and spice. That's me! That's me! Thank you for the head pat. That's me! I'm white people in spice! Oh, frick! Spawn inbound! Everyone hold your heads! Watch out! Here comes the bomb! There they go. Anyway, where was I? What does this do? Special attack, increase MP gauge, sure. Let's go! That's also an AoE NP though. Oh, that's so cool though. Too bad it does garbage damage. I love me some cube attacks. Owie. Owie. Ah, heck. This is gonna be a close one, actually. Ooh, this might be an actual close one. Is that a machine? No. Do more damage on that by putting the red first and NP last. Really? Because people freaking told me that didn't affect anything. They told me that the first one in a chain doesn't affect the NP if you put it last. That's what people freaking told me. So I stopped doing it. Those people are dumb. Oh, I don't know what to freaking believe anymore, man. Speaking of man, did you guys see Smiling Friends? The new episodes? That's so funny. The game literally says that how it's worked. Well, I mean, in the tutorial, they say that's how it works for like regular things. It doesn't say how it works for like NP stuff. I've always wanted to look it up, see who's right, because I never know. Because like I don't feel a difference, so I'm like maybe it's not true, but I don't know. I don't care enough. You know? I used to care, but I don't even see a difference, so I'm not gonna care. It is what it is. Blue NP first means blue chain, less damage. Yeah. Well, not less damage. He would just be not Buster boosted. Right? Okay, Saber. 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 Yippee! Saber! Yippee! Woohoo! Yippee! Oh, she's so small. Whoa, what's going on? They're actually talking? What the? What? What's happening? What? What is happening? Huh?
I'm now palm-sized. This is so pathetic. I can't even cry. Among all Sumerian gods, no, among all gods everywhere, I'm probably the only one to have to endure something so awful.
How about you start being more modest? Think you'll turn back to normal once we defeat Arash? It would be insane if she didn't.
I hope so, but knowing her, I'm afraid she would be willing to sacrifice her life just to keep me like this. If so, I'd have to destroy myself and take the world with me. Oh, but since I get the entire treasury of Babylon, it'd be a shame if I didn't use it up before I self-destruct. I wonder how many millennia it will take.
Hey, you there. No time for idle chatter. We've passed through all 7 gates. Oh! That's what that was. That was speedrunning the gates. Okay. Got it. That's crazy. I thought NPs affected chains, but we're not affected by them. See? That's what, yeah. That's what they said, right? The NPs affect chains, but they are not affected by them. Not counting NP chains, where the NP goes into overcharge, you know? That's what I thought. That's what they told me anyway. The hall ahead is Eresh's palace. Eresh is a member of the Three Goddess Alliance, so she's someone you have to defeat no matter what. Now that I'm helping you, victory is guaranteed. That is all fine and good, however. I shall leave it to Vampy to decide how we deal with her after we defeat her. Think well on how to handle Eresh. Think well on how to handle her. This is the Palace of Kur. It's just a wasteland. This is a palace. This is Altu. That's what the underworld is. Not one gorgeous thing exists here. Isn't that right, Eresh? O queen of the Galoo spirits who gaze at the sky of darkness. You speak as if you know. You're merely a demigod king. Eresh, oh my god, she's real. Whoa! Fear, prey, and despair, humans. I am the keeper of death, ruler of the underworld, the one who tramples the sacred mountain. I am Eresh of the Three Goddess Alliance. So that's Eresh. I'm getting chills down my spine, Master. I can see the temperature hasn't changed, but I feel cold all over. According to our measurements, current atmospheric conditions at your location are impossible. The barometric pressure is at 500? That's crazy. That's the equivalent of being atop a mountain over 5,000 meters tall. That place isn't cold. It's high up. Whoa. How? Temperature drop is from adiabatic cooling. It's probably -6 degrees Celsius now. That's the lower limit for biological activity. Not only will you suffer from decompression sickness, but your pulmonary cells will explode. Oh god. So we have to be real careful about going back? You must defeat Eresh before that happens, Vampy. Before my cells explode. So frail, simply revealing myself to you is enough to destroy you. Commander of Chaldea seems to be a coward. How disappointing.
Huh, you act like the big boss of a bad mountain.
A big boss of a bad mountain?
You act like a big bad boss of a mountain. That's a little silly even for you. First of all, there's no one anywhere who wouldn't be scared after taking a look at you. Death, maggots, mold, and filth. It's like the air inside of a coffin took shape. That's what you are, Aresh. All living animals are created to fear you.
Oh, did I hear a little bug buzzing about? Why, look, there's a tiny pitiful goddess down there. How can something so small make so much noise? Shall I crush you between my fingers, little bug?
Ha! So this is the real you. How pathetic. You hate the beautiful because you are ugly. You place your throne atop a sacred mountain because nobody visits. You're just taking your issues out on everyone else. To think you're my other half? Ah, so pathetic I could cry. Sure, if you wanted to kill me, go on ahead. Right afterwards, you'll be nothing but the ugliest woman in Sumer.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. Just like before, no matter how tiny the rest of you is, your stupid mouth is cavernous. Fine. You said I was ugly? Seems absurd to reveal myself to the likes of you, but a goddess cannot let an insult stand. Very well, I shall reveal my true form to entrap. Enwrap. You know what? No, I'm sick of talking like this. I'll give you a special peek. Be prepared. This is my true form as a goddess. Aha! I'm sexy, right? Yeah, that's what you thought. That's what you freaking thought. What? Oh? Aha! Are you surprised? You're surprised, right? You look surprised. The guise of a Galoo spirit was only a temporary one, of course. I never showed my true self even to the Sumerian gods. Look upon me and be shocked, Vampy. Okay. What's with that reaction? You look terribly disappointed. Why? Isn't this how it goes? The part where you look at me and see your dear friend? Human books said that was sure to work. Don't you even have the slightest bit of romance in you? Senpai, you're not surprised? Aresh's guise is, well... I mean, I knew, so... You knew? How? This is the 4th time we've met. Yeah. Yeah, but... You knew the whole time? That you were speaking to me and not that louse on those nights? But how? When did you realize this? You transformed when you sneezed. Towards the end, you weren't hiding it at all. That's true. What? You knew and you let me say such embarrassing things. I said them all to you. No, this wasn't how it was supposed to be. Not like this. Aww. She has died from embarrassment. It seems Aresh has collapsed, cradling her head like you have dealt a blow. You want to defeat her now, Master? Unfortunately, we've no choice. No, that's not how it goes. My plans are ruined, but that is that, and this is this. The plan to kill you here hasn't changed. 2 more days until Gorgon assaults Uruk. Before that, I will conquer Uruk and seize its greater grail. Then the world of humans will be over. It will be so over. Every last human on the surface will be trapped in the underworld and become my property. That is my choice. Aresh's first very choice of her own free will. Vampy, if you're gonna stand in my way, I will show no mercy, even to you. Oh. What? Aresh? Wait. In any case, brace yourself. Now that you've come to the underworld, my power is absolute. Your pardon? Going to interrupt from the sidelines, Aresh. I never was great about caring about the mood. What? I had no intention of killing you. You ended up here because you worked yourself to death. So it's just an accident. Good job, Gil. Good job. I have no need for you. You're a nuisance in the underworld, so go get yourself killed by Gorgon or something. Quite the mouth you've got. You really are similar. You two are like sisters.
Shut up! I'm not embarrassing Naif like she is.
What? What part of me do you think is embarrassing? I'm a terrifying goddess of death. Save the goddess improv sketch for later. Do as much as you please when we don't have to see it. Aresh, You're the patron deity of Kutha, and yet joined the Three Goddess Alliance. Of all your sins, none is greater. None even comes close. Though I may be dead for the time being, I can still convict you under my royal authority. Invaders are meant to be defeated by force, but the world itself judges traitors to their own. What the? Guys, I was like, what is that music? Is something playing on my computer? No, the apartment above me is blasting music. Apparently this weekend is the weekend that everybody's doing Halloween parties. So I guess they're going crazy upstairs, so crazy. Makes me want candy. I want to trick or treat. Yip, 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 yip. Did I read this? Oh well. Invaders are meant to be defeated by force, but the world itself judges traitors to their own. That is how royal authority works. You should be fully aware of that. Yes, if it is a king was gained Dingir, he can punish even a god by exchanging everything he has to do so. That is the rule of our world. So what? Are you going to kill me in exchange for your life? That will depend on your answer. Now, answer me, Aresh. Why did you join the Three Goddess Alliance? Have you abandoned your duty to protect Sumer's people and culture? All the things I thought you'd ask. Made no mistake, King of Uruk. Neither my role nor my belongings have changed one bit. I am Aresh, the one entrusted with the underworld. I exist to manage all humans, all souls within the underworld. That is my destiny. I have no regret or remorse for dedicating all I have to that task. If you bar my way, I will destroy you with my authority. Oh, a marvelous statement. If so, I have learned all I need to know about your sins. Now present your heads so we can make this clean. Your defeat will serve as punishment for your sins. Just what I hoped for. I'll skewer you all on my lance without tormenting you. But before that, I'll ask one question, Vampy. I have managed the souls of the dead here for a numbingly long time. Entertainment, joy, sadness, friends to call my own. I didn't have any of those, while I watched my other half fly freely through the heavens. You accuse me of a crime? After all this, you point your finger and say collecting souls is wrong? Is nobody going to commend me for all the work I've done? A job I did all this time by myself? Not interested. You're just fulfilling your role. Oh, that's crazy. No, Aresh. You're not at fault here. Technically, she is at fault. But she is at fault, but it's not because she wants to collect souls, it's because it will cause the death of everything in the world. You know? Fine, I'll just say this to make her happy. No, Aresh, you're not at fault here. That's right, I knew you would understand. Then I no longer have anything to fear. I was not in the wrong. If even one human agrees with me, then I am truly righteous. Resh Kegel's transforming. Your orders, Master. I shall kill you. First you die, then afterwards listen to my story. That is your responsibility as the only one in this world who sees that I'm not evil. Aw, that's actually sad, though. She just wants friends. That's all she wants. She just wants friends. Aresh! Skeleton, but pink. Oh, this is fine. This is like an early boss battle, right? So it can't be hard. Right? I should have brought a single target. But no, I have all three. Whoa. Dang. I was gonna be like, haha, do you guys know what she's saying? I do, because I know some Japanese. Ha ha ha. But then I realized that it says what she's saying in the caption, so. Disappointed. Well, it doesn't say what that is, and I know what that is. Okay. Is she gonna keep doing that? Is she just gonna... Oh, I forgot. I'm so dumb. One turn. I feel like it's just gonna keep coming back. Also, I guess I got lucky by clicking the first option, because I didn't even see your message. Come on, why? What did I do? No Japanese? That's my sin? Also... Wait a second. NP seal. What do I do about this? How do I stop this? She asks so politely. Oh, let's go! Okay, and NP seals for one turn. This is my one turn that I actually have things. But I'm gonna die. But I'm gonna freaking die. Ah, I was trying to get some Muramasa stuff. Does any of this do anything to help me with defense? Please? No. Okay. I have an idea. How about... just so I can get some stars. And then we'll do this. Muramasa said no. I know, apparently. But I have another plan, so it's okay. Owie. Why finally died? No! Revive it! It's going to go into Kurt, and then you have to go in there to go after it and bring it back to life. You don't want to have to go through all that. I'm witnessing people go through it right now. Dude, there was freaking chaos happening. What is with people and farting? I can hear it. The music has stopped, but now people are ruckusing upstairs. Very interesting. I'm gonna go bring my camera up there. And I'm going to stream what's happening. Then if anything bad happens, it'll be on camera. I don't want to be one of those streamers, though. Goodbye, goddess of the underworld. The last one. Last one for today, probably. And I did it! I got through section 14! Ah! Oh, it's so small! Nice, I'm back to my normal size. Now victory for Vampy is guaranteed. And it looks like my bonds have come undone too. I must return to my physical body in Uruk immediately. But it seems there's still a certain matter to take care of. Go ahead, finish her off, Vampy. No! No, I can't do it. Yes, you still need to cut my head off. This is a just end for a goddess who tried to take control of Uruk after being beholden by the King of Mages' flattering words. Seems you have accepted your fate. Why not at least give us an excuse to spare you? Vampy sees everything in a positive light, so if you say you're going to turn over a new leaf, I'm sure she'll consider it. Which is true. Wesh. Unnecessary. I will not beg for my life. You are the goddess of fertility, so if given the chance, you would survive until the end. But I'm different. But I'm not like other goddesses. I'm not like other girls. For the goddess of death to reject death, that would be a foul thing indeed. As a goddess who captured many souls, I shall die here. Aresh, Master, seems like her mind is made up. I don't know what to say. When a person doesn't deny their guilt and seeks death, what should a person do? What should we do in such a situation? Simple, we ask her reasons. I don't think Aresh is evil. It's too late to talk about such matters now. I told you before, I intended to wipe out everyone in Mesopotamia. I was going to gather all of their souls here in the underworld and then become the one who rules them all. Gorgon wants to annihilate the human race out of vengeance, since humans stole everything from her. I tried to exterminate humans out of a desire to dominate. Wouldn't you agree that there's no greater evil than that? Aresh, you're a liar. Surely that wasn't your true motive. You're persistent. Just lop off my head already. As the queen of the land of the dead, I lost to humans. As a goddess, I lost to Ishtar. No, the fact that I didn't kill you when we first met in Kutha had already ruined my plans. I despise the living. You're not going to become one of my dead. Don't try to understand me. Okay. Fool. Who is this? Fool, such behavior ill becomes a goddess and leads her nowhere. Senpai, there's someone behind Aresh. Huh? Oh no! Wait, is that... Hold on. Is that Anna? She hasn't shown up in a long time. It has to be her. No, Resh, no! Oh, frick. Oh, this guy. Child, so immature and so stubborn. Save your petulance for another time. Aresh, who the hell are you? Ishtar's arrow did not hit. Who's that old man? What the heck? Merlin, but like real. Calm yourselves. Look and see. What this sword severed was not her bond to life, but to this misbegotten alliance. Oh! I'm stunned. You didn't just cut me in half, like in myth? Aresh! Master, Aresh isn't injured! So who are you, old man? The only living human in the underworld is Vampy. You may not be dead, but no ordinary man could have done what you just have. It wasn't me, nor the Mage King, nor Chaldea. Old man, who called you here? A good question. Little and less has been achieved here, and so I have come from the abyss to set events in motion. I appear here as a friend from another land. Aresh, you hide the truth with so many lies. If you can yet feel shame, answer me. Why have you striven to create a land of the dead? O caretaker of souls, do you not love humanity? Is that not why you sought to claim them as your own? Obviously. What? Of course not. I only love things I own. Only my soul's locked up in cages. Look at this land. A sky without light, a surface without reflection, mud without budding flowers. There's no pleasure to be had here. There's nothing. I don't even know what the souls are saying. But there is silence and tranquility. When it comes to a peaceful repose of the dead, this land has no equal. I don't care about the humans and their lives on the surface. I only love those who fall to this land. So I could never feel any love for the people on the surface. Me doubts that. I disagree. With what? I speak only the truth. The only humans I'm interested in are dead ones. Mistress of the underworld, bloody flowers co-sign to the depths of the earth. Even you know the lie in your words. You do not love the dead. You love all humans, each fated to die. Death was gentle, not a terrible thing in your hands. You gave yourself to your duty in safeguarding the souls in your care. You cast your lot with the alliance, meaning to safeguard as many souls as you could, protected here in your realm. Though none may understand, though you may stand alone in a sea of souls, you sought to keep them safe here in your kingdom of silence. But there were so many that I... What are you talking about? The bodies of those who died from exhaustion are all stored away. You release them from your soul cages, they'll all come right back to life. Really? Obviously, compared to the damage Gorgon's inflicted, your death toll by exhaustion is negligible. Negligible. I can say that word. I can say it. I know some people can't because it's a hard word. The population of Kutha is 900, and there are 300 injured in Uruk. That's just 1,200 people in total. Such a small number could fit comfortably beneath a ziggurat. It's that simple. In terms of actual damage done, you're at the bottom of the list in the Alliance, Arash.
That's shocking in its own way. I tried as hard as I could.
Well, you can have the last word. Say something, Vampy.
I want you to fight Gorgon with me. I want you to fight Gorgon with me. Such power, such destruction. You're asking a lot, Vampy. Then you'll help us fight Gorgon too, Rush? Does this mean the end of the Three Goddess Alliance? Well, yes. Otherwise, that scary old man would have... Oh, he's gone. What is that? Who is that? Doctor, the old man in the robe just disappeared. He was here just a minute ago.
Who? What old man in a robe? I didn't see anyone who fits that description. Huh? Mass hallucination?
So you swear you'll never attack Uruk again? And while you're at it, form a contract with Vampy? I will never attack Uruk again, but I cannot form a contract with Chaldea. I have my pride, Ishtar. I'm just paying off my debt by helping Vampy. I cannot offer a contract until after that. I'm the Queen of Kur. Unlike you, I don't allow myself to fall into debt. The contract should deal with both parties equally. In a fair manner. Therefore, I must first prove my worth by saving the world.
Huh. Well, that's bold of you. What will you do, specifically?
I'm going to start thinking about that right now. I should have plenty of chances. Probably. Maybe.
They're two of a kind.
Wholesome. Excuse me, Doctor. I don't really understand what Arish is trying to say.
Oh, you see? Vampy gets in a pinch, I'll make a cool entrance and repay your kindness that way. But wait until something like that happens. That's what she's saying.
And so, I will return to managing the underworld. I will grant you permission to depart, so go back right away. Of course, I will keep a careful watch for the Gorgon battle. Ishtar, if you commit a blunder and wink out of existence, I'll take over your vessel for you. So I hope you die in vain real soon. See you.
Suppose all's well that ends well. Time for me to go back to Uruk then. It's almost time for the showdown with Gorgon. Let's hurry. There's one last thing. Ishtar, according to myth, you descended into the underworld. Sure, you couldn't help but notice Aresh had a grudge against you. So, knowing that, why did you come?
That's the biggest mystery in all Inanna's anecdotes. I'm curious too. So why, Ishtar? Why? Well, because I didn't like the situation, of course. It was the story of how the gods ordered her to never leave the underworld. I had to do something after hearing a sorry story like that. I wanted to tell her, just drop your duties in the underworld and leave. That's why I went to meet Aresh, to give her that advice.
Then you were stripped naked and murdered. Perfect. Oh, that's actually crazy. You're hopeless, woman. Still, starting to quarrel like that is so you. No wonder Aresh got mad. Easier said than done, is what she would have said.
That's so Ishtar. I know, right? So this is a win for me. No matter what form, she did leave the underworld. Aww. That was kind of cute.
Days until Gorgon's arrival, too.
That's so cute, though. That's so cute. So now I can really, really see why people like Aresh so much. She is really awesome. What the frick? You didn't see anything. She really is good, though. I like her very much. But now, let's see. Let's do a little something, huh? Who is better? Then we have Aresh, and we have Ishtar. You have 2 minutes to decide. You have 2 minutes to decide who is better. Aresh or Ishtar? There is one right answer.
There was one right answer. So, you know, do your best and I'll check back in with you in 2 minutes. Yippee! I did it! Woohoo! Yippee! Oh, what's the next one? Maybe that's a prediction, not a poll. I know. There is a right answer and a wrong answer. And you will lose or get points depending on which goddess you choose. You are standing with your goddess. You are putting it all on the line for her. As it is supposed to be done. You put as many points as you want for your goddess. Alright? It's very simple. Which goddess has the most points wins. So who loves who more? Who loves who more, basically. But I can't vote. Sadly. I wish I could vote, but I can't vote. Decisive battle? What do you mean decisive battle? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 decisive battles. Not just one. What the frick? I'm not at my peak anymore. Oh no. Where did all your points go? What happened? Oh no. What could have possibly happened? Miss when I had 60k points. Yeah, what a shame, huh? What a shame it is. Sorbent. Sorbent. We got 61. Let's start leveling up these boys. Let's freaking go. Who's not at level max? Okay. I don't know. Should I should level up the people who are down here. I didn't even know I had Nito. Forget I have her because she's so low level. Don't worry, Nito. I got you. I got you. Yippee! Ah, see, this is the problem. I'll just keep leveling everybody up until I hit that freaking wall. And then I'll go farm for 100 gajillion things. It'll be fine. I really like her too. Forget what her name is. Because she's Archer of Inferno. But I like her a lot too. Yippee! Awesome, awesome. And then I could do maybe 1 or 2 more, maybe? Who should I level up next? Oh, what is the saying they used to say? Blah, blah, who's next? You decide. Right? Who won? Who's next? That's it, that's it. You decide. Among Us! Among Us! Yeah, that's what it is. Among Us! Perfect. Yippee. Ascension? Dang, I'm only missing 1. Close. Look how much freaking QP I have. That's actually crazy. That's actually wild. Wow. Okay. I guess that's it though, huh? Let's check in on the poll, on the prediction, on the whatever the frick you want to call it, the donation tray at the Goddess Warehouse. Where did it? There it is. Dang. What? There's 1 person on each side? And they're equal? What? How do I choose who wins then? What? Guys, it's equal. The goddesses are equal, truly. As it should be. No goddess wins. They're all good. Right? Is that what you're trying to tell me? I get it. I get it now. How do I choose a winner? Do I just cancel it? I guess I just cancel it. I can't. I can't give you points if no one won. We all win. Here at Vampy TK headquarters, we are poor and don't receive a living wage. I'm giving your money back. Okay, here. Look, I give you your points back. I'm returning your points. There you go. Get your points back. Everything's fine. Everything's happy. Yippity-doo-da. Whatever. Yeah. Yeah. That's fun. No! Get it away. Anyway, that's it. That's it for today. Thank you guys for joining me and chilling with me and going through the Aresh Ishtar battle. Very fun, very chill, very exciting, and also chill at the same time. Have a good day. Have a good bite. Yay! Present. I wish I could. I can't. Bye. Bye.